Alka-Seltzer for headache.
Alka-Seltzer for acid indigestion.
Alka-Seltzer for colds.
Ask your druggist for Alka-Seltzer.
And the whole family. Well, here we are, folks, same as every Saturday night, with the Alka-Seltzer National Barn Dance Hour sent to you from the old WLS-AM loft in Chicago by the Miles Laboratories of Elkhart, Indiana, makers of Alka-Seltzer. Say, I wish you could all see the happy, smiling people crowding into this old red barn tonight. I tell you, this beautiful September weather we've been having here in these parts lately has made everyone feel extra gay and happy. Hang your hats and coats on those harness pegs over yonder, folks, and hurry, because the party is ready to commence. Did I say ready? Yes, you can't keep this gang down. They've started already with a bright September serenade.
In bright September, how I remember when stars are twinkling and twinkling and filled with light.
Some serenading, girls and boys. Oh, by the way, folks, do you know what day this is? Well, sir, according to my Dr. Miles weather calendar hanging on the kitchen wall back home, it's the last day of summer. My tempest certainly does fugit, as the saying goes. And tomorrow, we'll find autumn right on our doorstep. So tonight, we're sort of saying goodbye to good old summer, and as the leaves begin to turn to golden autumn colors, we'll turn to the songs that the season suggests. Yes, sir, our hayloft girls and boys have splashed around in their old musical paint buckets and mixed up a batch of their brightest fall colors and songs. First of all, though, let's take that little zip of autumn out of the night air by warming up this old hayloft with a rip-roaring old-time square dance. Get your partners, everybody, and swing them high, wide, and happy to the tune of Golden Slippers. Archie, you call her off. Here we go. Hey, right, yeah, let's join your hands for the left lane, the line, farm line, lady, gently behind. Gate on the right, behind the clear on the left, gate and on the left. Promenade, you come around with a big foot up and a little foot down. And gate one of you come on the jet to the right, swing that gal. Very good. Now the one you call your own back, come down, swing your saw, and on the left, swing that gal, mark and saw. You can't beat a good old square dance when there's a tang of autumn in the air and frost on the moon.
Hey, Joe, there's a young lady here who wants to see you.
Young lady?
Yeah.
Well, we mustn't keep a lady waiting. Show her right in. Oh, by the way, who is she?
I don't know, Joe. All she said was that she wanted to see Mr. Alka-Seltzer about getting on the radio.
Oh, she wants to get on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, tell her that I'm too busy to talk to her. Now, ask her to see me in a couple of weeks. You don't stall her off. Huh?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Yeah, fine. All right, thanks, Archie. Well, I better get something started around here. Come on, hot shots, help me out, folks. It's full steam ahead with those four merry musical madcaps. The Hoosier Hot Shots taking the helm. Count on it, boys. Count on it.
Well, wind that thing up heavy and off we go.
Folks, you can put your bumper shoots down again now. That little sprinkle turned out to be nothing but a sun shower. Here. Say, what's going on back there?
Kathy, Joe, pushing everybody around.
Yeah, that boy's acting sort of wild. Says he's looking for somebody.
Well, we'll see about that.
Hey, where to go? Hey, hold my coat. Hey, which way to go? Hey, lead me to him, boy. I'll mow him down.
Wait a minute here. Whoa, now, Hezzy, calm yourself. You're pumping like a peanut roaster. There now. Where's who, and just who is it that you're going to mow down? Come on now, speak right up. Don't hold out on me.
Well, there's a certain young fella around here, and I ain't mentioning no names, Joe, but, boy, I'm telling you one thing. When I see him, out of my way, boy, out of my way.
Well, if that isn't something, a fine way to interrupt our party. Oh, well, there's never a dull moment in the old hayloft. And right now, folks, it's time to bring on that wizard of the strings, that prince of personality and king of the banjo, Eddie Peabody.
folks, that was Little Eddie and his banjo playing After You're Gone to Mr. Summertime. Toodaloo, old top. We'll see you next season, I hope. And now we can look forward to a beautiful harvest moon. So shine on, harvest moon. And Bob, you might as well do a little shining too, because here we go.
And say that old harvest moon never seemed brighter. And now, friends, for the magic touch of memory, we have learned to expect each Saturday night here in the old hayloft. From out of the past, a beautiful song steals out of the dust to you. And here's the Dean of Ballad Singers to bring it closer, our own Henry Burr. song had all the beauty and peace of a September evening.
Excuse me, Joe, but that young lady's here again, and she still wants to get on the radio.
Well, we can't put her on the air, Archie. We don't even know what she can do.
She claims she can do everything, Joe, and she wants you to give her an audition.
She wants an audition?
Yeah, you know how ladies are, Joe. When they make up their minds to something, why, you can't stop them.
You said something there, Archie. Is that the girl over there by the hay chute?
Yeah, that's her.
Nice-looking girl. Well, now, Archie, we ought to give her a chance after all. Tell her to come over here, will you?
It ain't necessary. Here she comes right now.
Yeah.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Are you Mr. Alka-Seltzer?
No, my name is Joe Kelly.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, well, then you're the man I want to see. I want to get a job on the air. Maybe you can give it to me.
Well, what can you do?
Well, I can do most everything. That's the funny part about it. I can't understand why I can't get a job on the air. But I've just gone around and around giving auditions until I've simply gone mad.
Well, you don't look mad.
Oh, but I am.
Oh, are you?
I'm stark raving mad. You know, the funny thing about it is that when I go in to give an audition, the man that sits in the control room, back of the controls, before I've even started to do a character, he stops me. I never get anywhere. That's what makes me so mad. Let me show you what happens to me. Can I show you how it goes?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Well, of course, I'm always very nice to him, and I start out by saying, how's the voice level? All right? Thank you. This first character I'm going to do for you is one of those talky women who runs around on 12 cylinders 12 hours of a day. Something like this. Oh, hello, my dear. No, I haven't a moment to say. I had to come in here all about the party last night. Isn't it precious? I mean, say you and Reggie planning to be married when this time last year everybody thought it was Reggie and I. I'll never forget the day I turned Reggie down. I beg your pardon? Too fast. Well, you understand, it's just to give you an idea of the character. You don't think the radio audience will understand everything she says? Well, do you think it matters? Oh, yes, I have something else. Now, just a moment. Maybe you'd like my French girl struggling with American slang. Mais oui, je ne comprends pas, s'il vous plaît, papa. Explain to your baby what you mean when you say this most funny way. What? You don't like any kind of dialect on the air? Well, what do you do when you have a dialect part? You make them all straight parts so the American audience can understand without thinking. I see. I know you'd like my child. I've played so many children on the air. Roses on my shoulders, zippers on my feet. I'm my mama's darling. Don't you think I'm sweet? You never what? Never use grown-ups for children. Oh, but I can understand that. Very few grown-ups can play children, but I can. I have. Well, I thought you might want me to double sometime. Play mother and child. You remember Real Folks of Thompson's Corners? I used to play 5 different characters on that.
Oh, you remember Sneed, the boy that spoke pieces and giggled? I was him. Sure.
And you remember Bessie Stevens, don't you? Mercy sakes alive, if you ever heard her, you couldn't forget her. Well, I played her. And divil a bit would you be knowing it, but I played Delia too. And if they ever begin to talk about any... You remember the baby, Community, the baby that cried? You don't like it. I didn't understand. Something I'm doing currently on the air. Yes. I play in 1,000 a month. Here's a character I did just the other night on Death Valley Day. Death Valley Jane, I call her.
Why ain't I as good as any man? Tell me that, Dave Sturgis.
Oh, I know what's eating you.
You men... don't like it. Because I come up here and stake the claim and won out again the lot of you.
I didn't understand. You don't like to hear a woman talk like that. Well, they got nothing on me, brother. I don't either. But I'm just trying to find something you might be able to use sometime in a dramatic program that you... What? You're not casting any dramatic program. You're what? Head of the music department. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, you sitting there bluffing me and me standing here kidding you. Sure, I'm kidding you because I'm not an actress. I'm an animal imitator. What do I mean? Well, I mean I'm the original cat. And my barking dog really bites. So beware. Did you ever hear of the little red hen? And I'm the first of the three little pigs, Mr. Ripley. And as a parrot, I almost forgot. As a parrot, I simply take the colors. Hello, Sally. Hello, Sally. Hello, Cracker. Hey, Sally. Radioactive on it. Hello, Cracker. Radioactive on it. Hello, Sally. Thank you. Leave your name and address. If we have any calls for your type, we'll give you a ring. Really, Sally?
Well, folks, as most of you probably guessed, this young lady who just auditioned for us is none other than our special guest of the evening, Elsie Mae Gordon, well-known comedian of stage and radio. We all enjoyed your audition, Miss Gordon, and we're looking forward to hearing from you again later on in the evening. Oh, say, Archie, now you see to it that our guest meets everybody here and has a good time.
That'll be a pleasure, Joe. Just leave it to me.
Our party tonight wouldn't be complete without her. Herbert Ingram's beautiful song of fading summer, Goodbye Rose, brought to us now by radio's most popular basso, Joe Parsons.
Once a bird who loved a rose chirped its song and played. Oh, my love, from above your fading blush I see. But I cannot linger here, winter's blasts are near. Lovely flower from your bower, I must fly, I fear. Goodbye, rose, the autumn leaves are falling, a winter blows her trumpet from the sky. When the snows shall melt at springtime's calling, we will meet again someday. So when the snows shall melt at springtime's calling, we will meet again someday. So
Nice work, Joe Parsons. Your song reached a new high, and I might say that last note reached a new low. Friends, our next offering for your entertainment is the presentation of a one-act play by our own Hayloft Drama Guild. The scene is in a home just up your street a few houses. The time is night. Fred, our hero, is just getting home from work. He is met at the door by his wife. Listen.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Terrible.
Bad day?
Yeah.
Me too.
Too bad.
Want any supper?
Maybe.
It's ready.
What you got?
Soup.
That all?
Uh-huh.
Don't bother. I'm too tired to eat.
Too bad.
I guess I'll go to bed.
How about a movie?
No. Got a headache.
Too bad.
Too bad what?
Too bad there's no Alka-Seltzer in the house.
Alka-Seltzer. Now, why didn't I think of that? That's what we need around here. I'll go out and get some right away.
Of course, our little play was a bit exaggerated, but it did contain an important message which we wanted every one of you to hear and remember.
Yes, friends, when a busy day at work leaves you feeling all fagged out, be wise. Freshen up with Alka-Seltzer. When you come home feeling weary and headachy, drink a sparkling glass of Alka-Seltzer and see how much better it makes you feel. Alka-Seltzer is mighty effective in cases of physical fatigue because it offers you the relief you want for tired, aching muscles and the alkalizer you need for quick relief from the fatigue itself. Be sure to take Alka-Seltzer the next time physical fatigue causes you distress. You'll feel better fast.
And now, as our goodbye summer party swings along, paving the paths with falling leaves to lighten the footsteps of the golden glory of autumn.
Hey, Joe.
Huh?
Hey, they tell me he's been here and gone.
Nezzy, what's the idea? I was just getting poetic and going great guns, and you had to butt in and spoil it.
Well, I'm sorry, Joe, but listen. Huh? I'll catch up with that fella yet, and when I do, look out.
Good riddance. Well, folks, summer may be fading, but not the spirit of the old Hayloft gang. No, sir. The girls and boys are getting together now for another dance. Yes, sir, and this time it's a good old polka, Joe. There they go, dancing as pretty as you please. And while they're dancing, the music will fade, but just for a short while your station rings those chimes, and then we'll polka right back to you. Everybody, you see, we kept our word and polked right back to you. Yes, it's the second half of the Alka-Seltzer National Barn Dance Hour coming right at you from the old hayloft in Chicago. Our good friend Old Man Summer, who is making his last appearance in these parts tonight, is the head man on our party, and all the mirth and melody is in his honor. Our special guest of the evening is Elsie Mae Gordon, and we'll hear from her again as soon and as well as from Henry Burr, Aunt Pat and Judy, Eddie Peabody, Avis Leon, and our hayloft chorus. But right now, folks, let us lend an ear to a sprightly little ditty dished up for us by the good old Hoosier Hot Shots. Fetch up all that stuff, Hezzy. Let's do a little rock shot.
Over 40, and yet they call them babies. Why they do is simply beat the band. They're talking baby talk, it's all the rage.
shots, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now, folks, we have a surprise for you. You all know by this time that our guest of the evening, Miss Elsie Mae Gordon, is a very versatile artist, willing to tackle most anything. But what you probably do not know is that Miss Gordon has spent a great deal of time in the heart of Georgia and gleaned there firsthand many incidents and accidents of the colored folks of the South. And right now, Miss Gordon is going to give us one of these interesting incidents. Miss Elsie Mae Gordon.
This incident happens to be an accident, and is probably one of the most typical scenes from the Deep South. This is a special request number I'd have you know. It's the old Negro with his mule. He's almost afraid to touch the telephone, but he goes into a corner drugstore and he calls up very gingerly, and the telephone conversation is something like this. Hello? Hello? That you, Miss Telephone? This here's Bob. I say, this is Bob. Would you please to get me Mark Henry Watson? What's that? Your number? No, miss, he ain't got no number. No, he ain't never been to the penitentiary. Yeah, he live in that White House that's back at the new schoolhouse. That's the one? Yeah, can you get him? Thank you, man. Hello? Hey. Yeah, am I waiting? What she think I was doing, traveling? Hello, that you, Mark Henry? Yeah, this here's Bob. I say, this here's Bob. Yeah, Mark Henry, I called up to tell you that Ma, that our mule, she done bought. About 2 blocks out in the stable. Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir, we done that. Yeah, we tied a horse hair around a year. Didn't do no good. Yeah, we done that, too. I say we blowed in a year. No, sir, didn't do no good. I don't know, Mars Henry. He didn't say his name before he blowed. Yeah, we done that, too. Yeah, I say we twist her tail. No, sir, didn't do no good. He never mind that a bit. Yeah, no, sir, I never twist it. Catch me fooling around that. I say I never twist it. Oh, a little fat traveling man from New York, he twisted. Yeah, well, the police is pouring water on his head now. Yes, we done that, too. The left foot. Yeah. No, it didn't do no good. No, sir, Martin, I didn't do it. It's me. I say, I never done it. I don't know, Martin Henry. Yeah, see, he was a nice man that just carried him to the hospital. Yeah. Well, that's what he allowed. I say, that's what he allowed. He allowed the mule couldn't do it with 1 foot tied up. Well, she done it. The stomach. I say the stomach. Yeah, see, it was. Oh, Lord, Martin, that ain't the worst. No, sir, I just coming to the worst. Hey, Martin, we just done everything we knowed how with that mule, and then we built a fire under. Yeah. Well, she didn't like that a bit. You know, she never run. I never see that mule run, but, well, Martin, when we built a fire, it was under the mule. But she just kind of eased over till the fire was under the cart. Yeah, so it did. Well, right smart. Well, Martin, I don't think I can use that cart no more. Yeah, that's what I called up to ask you. You go and send a new cart down for that old mule. Yeah, sir, Martin. Thank you, sir. You helped me out mightily this morning. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Oh, the Lordy. I just wish I had about $3. I'd buy that mule, and I'd take her out and bust her fool head wide open. That's what I'd do.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, Elsa May Gordon, for that very amusing story. By the way, folks, Miss Gordon has promised to drop in on us here at the Old Hayloft for another visit next Saturday night.
Hey, look out here, Joe. Take it easy.
Well, take the live, Archie. What's this I see coming toward me? Somebody's wood pile?
No, sir, it's a xylophone, Joe.
Well, so it is. And a vibra harp comes also. That means we're going to be serenaded, folks, by that master of the xylophone and vibra harp, Bobby Christian. A heap of fine music out of those musical bed slats. Incidentally, folks, Bobby Christian is a regular member of our Hayloft Orchestra. Whoa, wait a minute. What was that just flew by me?
That was Hezzy, Joe. He's still looking for somebody.
Well, I sure hope he finds his Mr. Somebody. I don't want him to interrupt our party. No, sir, especially not at this time. For now, folks, once again, we're going to hear from the Dean of Ballad Singers, the Old Hayloft's own Henry Bird.
You brought happiness my way, making this a haven here below. Like the sunshine from above, you have filled my heart with love. But there's one thing, dear, I'd like to know.
a swell farewell to summer song. Say, Archie.
Yes, sir?
Are all the girls and boys ready for our last summertime square dance?
Stretch your boots, Joe. All ready and raring to go.
All right, here we go. They're off in a cloud of dust, folks. Archie, go off.
Straighten up your faces, get in your places, just like the youth in their traces, and you chase me around all level like playing on the gate.
I wonder, have you noticed how quickly your appetite begins to increase when there's a cool, crisp tang in the air? Haven't you found that you're eating bigger breakfasts these early fall mornings, and when you come home for dinner, don't you feel like dying into a big meal and eating your weight in meat and potatoes? Yes, most of us are eating much more these days. Eating too much, in fact, at times. Well, that's the very reason why you should always have a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets handy. You know, it's really a mighty simple matter to get quick relief from that discomfort after eating, that upset stomach, and acid indigestion. Take a sparkling glass of Alka-Seltzer, and here's what it does for you. When you dissolve an Alka-Seltzer tablet or two in a glass of water, it bubbles up and makes a pleasant-tasting alkalizing solution. It offers quick relief by neutralizing the excess acid in your stomach, usually the immediate cause of your distress. What's more, this acid-neutralizing action continues for some time after you take it, usually long enough for the stomach itself to take over and get the situation well under control. Now, that's what I call real relief. It's the kind of relief you want and need when distress after eating threatens to take all the enjoyment out of the meal you've just had. So be wise. Never be without a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets in your home. When you suffer with acid indigestion, distress after meals, upset stomach, alkalize with Alka-Seltzer. Be sure to check up on your supply and get a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets from your druggist this weekend.
Well, say now, that was a heat wave if I ever felt one. Girls and boys, you danced summer away in a blaze of glory. Listen, everybody, the orchestra is playing a soft and sweet melody. Yes, sure enough, old Mother Nature is getting ready to sing summer to sleep. It's the lullaby of the leaves.
Cradle me with southern skies and wash me with a million eyes. Oh, sing me to sleep, lullaby of the leaves.
Cover me with heaven's blue, let me dream a dream or two. Oh, sing me to sleep, lullaby of the leaves.
I'm breezing along in the breeze, I'm singing a song in the breeze. Ooh.
That's my melody caressing the shore.
Listen to me, I've heard it before. Ooh. That's how I'm soon, and here is my song, and all I know I breathe my bones. Oh, sing me to sleep, lullaby of the leaves. And there is a song in the breeze. Ooh.
That's my melody caressing the shore.
Listen to me, I've heard it before. That's how I'm soon, and here it is my song, and all I know I breathe my bones. Oh, sing me to sleep, lullaby of the
That was just as nice as could be, girls and boys, and if it didn't lull old summer to sleep, I don't know what will. Well, now let's see what... Gee Willikins and gee whiz, what happens now? Hey, wait a minute, what is this?
I got him, Joel. Here he is, right here.
Don't believe him, Joe. I've got him.
Well, hold on here. now what's this all about anyway?
We're feuding, Joe. We're feuding. You bet we are, Joe.
Ridiculous. Eddie Peabody and Hezzy feuding? Why, whatever is the matter?
Well, now, I'll tell you what's the matter, Joe. All summer long, this Hezzy guy has been claiming his washboard gives off hotter rhythm than that old banjo of mine.
Well, it does.
It does not?
I know better than that.
Now, here, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Now, listen to this for some hot rhythm. So, now, you just
all right,
tell
go
me.
right ahead, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
Let everybody listen now.
Right now.
Eddie, my boy, I'll say that was plenty. Hot.
Yeah, well, get along this hot washboard, boy. Listen to this. How do y'all like that?
Plenty hot too, Hezekiah, but say, why don't you two feuders play something together and let the folks decide who's the hottest?
Oh, it's okay, don't say, Joe. Yeah, and that goes for me, too. Here, just let him try to follow me on this one now. Here we go. I'll catch up with you, boy. I'm a running wild.
If that wasn't a battle of rhythm for your whiskers. Right here now, I'm going to step in and thank both Hezzy and Eddie Peabody and declare the contest even, Stephen. In other words, a tie. Well, folks, the good old summertime is on the wane, and even as we regret its passing, we welcome the beautiful fall season and look forward to the many happy days that are to come. And now, Avis Leon adds a high note to climax our goodbye to summer party with Thomas Moore's eternal favorite, The Last Rose of Summer.
here's a message of great importance to the person in your family who is in charge of balancing the family budget. Always remember that when you buy a package of Alka-Seltzer tablets from your druggist, you get a lot more for your money because it is good for so many different common ailments. Get a package from your druggist next time you're in his store. And it's time now. We were hearing about the treats in store for us next Saturday night at the Happy Hayloft Party, and here's just the man to tell us. Joe?
Friends, we're planning an extra special party for next Saturday night. And the occasion, well, we're very proud and happy to say that 1 week from tonight, the Alka-Seltzer National Barn Dance will celebrate its 7th anniversary. Elsie Mae Gordon, Pat Buttram, Lucille Long, Joe Parsons will join our regular Hayloft gang in celebrating this festive occasion. So make a special note, folks, to be with us on our 7th anniversary and our 365th Barn Dance Party next Saturday. Same time, same station. Remember, too, that the makers of Alka-Seltzer present 3 radio programs each week, all on NBC networks. The Quiz Kids on Wednesday, Alex Temple and Time on Friday, and the National Barn Dance on Saturday night. So until next week, good night and good health to you all.
The Alka-Seltzer National Barn Dance with Joe Kelly as your master of ceremonies has come to you from Chicago. This is the National Broadcasting Company.